just figured out what it was.
No.
I've been there.
Nice. The east of our pants?
The seat of our pants.
Oh.
Hey-o.
Yeah, we don't write anything. But hi, everybody.
It's Kurt.
Hey, it's Kurt.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Julian, how are you? That's not Blue Ribbon.
It's that diet soda stuff.
Oh,
I might hit the beer in a minute.
that's fair.
It might be beer 30 after this one.
That's all right. Yeah, Maddie just chugging vodka from a clear plastic mayonnaise jar.
What?
Been there.
It's from Japan. It's really nice.
Oh.
The glass is a liquid. What are you drinking? Water.
Water.
Water. Kirk, what are you drinking?
Nothing. My cup is empty.
The tears of children.
I mean, that's my preferred beverage.
Oh, God. Oh, yum.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. So we actually have some sort of format for the first time, and we'll see what happens. So every week
Thank
we
you,
usually get together and have a church because he's a fair weather friend.
What?
So,
What?
oh, that's fine.
What?
Just go ahead
What?
and start sorting.
What?
It's cool. No,
What?
I'm not
Oh,
talking.
I'm done. I
No
just
big deal.
needed to pull this
It's
out.
fine.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
I'm done.
It's good. It's fine. So we actually have some sort of format where we're going to talk about stuff. So we actually have some sort of format where we're going to talk about what we did this week, and we're going to start off with stuff we may have picked up, or what people in the biz called pickups. So, Julian, I'm going to start you off since you're, part two of the tons of fun part, and those two are the not fat people part. So, all right, Julian, you go ahead.
I didn't pick anything up directly, but I
We're
did
not talking
build.
Lego. We're talking anything. We don't.
Oh,
Doesn't gotta be the brick, man.
Hey, I would get up. I'm going to go get it. It's in the other room. I picked up a Game Boy with 9 games
Dope.
and the carrying case from 1989.
See, that's right up Kirk's alley. He already wants to buy it from you.
They can't. It's mine.
That's fine.
That goes in the personal collection. I'm very now. I have listed some of the doubles on eBay. I got 2 Mortal Kombats. Might as well.
Yeah.
Get over here. So nothing in Lego yet. Get back with me next Friday. We might be able to tell you what I got.
That's fair. Kirk, what'd you pick up this week? Anything fun?
No.
Okay,
I didn't pick up any. Wait, no. Did I? I think I did. Wait, no. I think I may have picked up something. I'm trying to think, and I just don't remember. No, I did. I actually picked up something this morning. So a friend.
It's like a roller coaster with this guy.
I'm trying to remember. I almost forgot for a second. So a friend of mine, a former colleague from the Lego store, actually hooked me up with a set that is basically going to be a duplicate, so that I can actually open it now and not have the other one sealed. It's the Avengers Tower. He got some in at the store, and so he let me know because we were trying to do an exchange.
How many Avenger Towers have they made?
What
about the little guy?
I'm talking about the microscale one. But
okay.
they've made
The good one. I got you.
So they've made the one from Avengers: Age of Ultron, and they made that recent one. I think that's the only one.
What's the difference in the two of them? Is this like a Star Wars thing where we're going to get 8 of the same tower?
It kind of seems that way. I don't think there's much of a difference. Besides, like, I mean, of course, like colors and everything like that, but that's about it.
I mean, there's what, 4 Batcaves, 5 Batcaves, counting in Junior set. So
there's only one good one. That's the old one.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Yep. I got the Lego Movie one. I got 2 of those.
Yeah. The last one that came out smacks true of the old one too. So yeah, it's not bad.
Okay.
It's up there.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
All right. Is that it, Kirk? Is that all you got? Fun stuff?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't really pick up anything else interesting.
But have you been eating? That's the next question.
So, Kirk, how's the STD doing that you got that you told me about? Is that cleared up or?
Oh my god! Okay, I thought you were talking. I thought you were like doing acronym.
Did he got herpes?
No.
Herpes simplex B,
No.
A or B, one of the 2 of them. Yeah, the one that goes on your face.
It's treatable, Kirk. Don't worry, man.
Yeah,
we're not supposed to talk
little
about
aloe.
No, that's not a thing at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, STDs are a thing.
Yeah, STDs do exist, Kirk. It's very serious.
It is. I might be laughing, but it is a very serious.
It's a very serious subject. You shouldn't joke around like that. You told me all about it, and I got concerned, and then you just laughed at me.
I didn't. No, I never said any. I never said anything.
Herpes. Yeah, Burkus O'Brien says herpes.
All right, so Madeline, what about you? How was your week?
Pretty wild yesterday. I went to the thrifty store and I got one of these guys.
Ooh.
But not only one, I got 2. And they all have all the pieces in it, including some of the bags are still sealed, guys, from 1997.
Wow.
Sealed bags. And that wasn't the only find I found at that thrift store. Also found this on the puzzle shelf, complete, for $3.99. We found 3 grab bags for $4.99 a piece in here. There's minifigs in there as well. And this is the biggest one of all, the silver bucket, loaded with Lego from 90s to the early 2000s, and there's a bunch of Harry Potter in here. It was great.
I got said same bucket with nothing in it and no lid.
No lid.
But I like the buckets, so I kept
they put the peeled peely in there, which is really funny.
Oh.
Maybe I'll re-glue it on.
Mine still has the peely on it. I'm gonna show off mine now because anything you have, I have to have.
There's a polar bear in this one.
Well,
it's great.
I have brick tiles in this one.
There you go.
I like it.
Yeah.
So there's a challenge that I've been challenged to make something with the elephant head from the system box. And I have 2 of them. So I think I'm going to make like a cat dog situation, but elephant with 2 heads, like one for the front and one for the butt.
Herpes.
Yeah,
That's you.
Oh, I know, but so that's it. That's the Lego haul.
All right, I'm going to take a minute to say hi to everybody that's here because I usually don't do that, and I feel like a dickhead for not.
You should.
So we got Jeff here of Jeff Squared. We got Deanna here. Dave Morgan's here, so that's awesome. Alyssa's here. Hi, Alyssa. Ray is here. Classic Bricks is here. Brickso.
I call him Bob.
Okay, Bob's here. And I think I got everybody. Yeah.
That's
so
Bob's
welcome, everybody. I'm
poster
glad
right
you're
there.
here. We are talking about fun things. Oh, and my sister. So there. Yep. Hello, Lex. Oh, Steve's here. Yeah, I don't know why Brian was talking about herpes either. Do you guys?
I have no clue. No.
I don't have any idea.
I don't know. Maybe he felt the time to share.
Maybe.
Wait, does Brian have herpes?
Well, yeah, we
never
talked
mind.
about it a minute ago,
I'll stay out of this now.
Yep. You know, he has an invite. He can come and defend his honor if he really wanted to.
You could.
What's up, Classic Bricks? What's going on? I finished building this beauty.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
I got this guy in the mail, and it's a Gotham by Gaslight Batman.
Nice.
And it's my second favorite Batman of all time. So I'm happy.
But does it have nipples?
No.
What's the point then?
Sorry, no nipples this time around. Next time, nipples though.
Yeah, I'm not even being weird, you guys. Like that was a thing back in the early '90s about the nipples on the suit.
Yeah,
that
Batman
was a
Forever
big deal.
and Batman and Robin.
Yeah,
those movies were horrible,
but they were still better than what we have to deal with today. DC does not sit well with me. I love Batman, but DC as a whole can go to hell.
Yeah, right.
I am a Marvel man.
No,
I
okay.
want to love DC. I want to love the franchises, but like past 89 Batman, but Keaton, man.
It's okay. I heard Kirk was building the DC universe.
I would waste time.
Like he's built the Batcave. He built Dick Grayson's apartment.
No, I don't recall this. I don't. I can count like on one hand. I think I've made a total of 2 DC mocks on my channel. That's been it. Yeah.
He made that Batcave with the Hall of Bat armor and everything else in it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no.
You know that little thing at the end of the bed where sometimes you put stuff like a little chair to sit down or a little bench to sit on? That's where Dick Grayson goes. That's where he's at.
All right, so I actually did decide to write up a topic for the evening.
I love.
Oh, Brian's here.
Oh,
Brian.
Hey, Brian. What's
I
going
never
on,
heard
buddy?
of him.
Who's
You
this
know
guy?
I like what you're doing here. Keep doing it.
Everyone keeps telling me to not do it. As a matter of fact,
They are so full of shit, Brian.
I know they are.
Listen. Gun to my head. Your hair. Kevin's mustache. Kevin's mustache has to go.
Really? That's wow.
Yep. I can't even. Nope.
Wow.
I love the hair.
My justification is I want to keep this at, before I know it, it's going to be all gone. And there will be no chance of me trying this at all. So my mother, growing up, she's always like, shave it down, whiffle, constantly. Yep. Now I'm a grown man, Julian. I do whatever I want. Right?
Yeah. I will tell you this, though. At 43, it's still
yeah. Oh, you're good.
Oh, yeah. That's where all the testosterone is going now.
Yeah. You know what? Hey.
It doesn't go anywhere else.
And then one day Brian will have a real beard too, and then we can invite him into the club.
Yeah, maybe one day, but for now, here we are.
So what's up, Brian? We're going to talk about first-itis, which you and I have talked about in leagues and circles and everything else, but I wanted to make a bit of a show of it tonight, where when something new comes out, like a brand new like Xbox or PlayStation or Lego set or whatever, there's always that guy that has to get it, and then he has to show that he got it to like everybody, like on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. It's not like I'm so glad I got this. It's a look at me.
Yeah.
So have you ever experienced that before there, Julian?
As far as me and I am concerned, yes. When Tony Hawk came out for the PlayStation 1, I was like, okay, now I need to get a PlayStation 1. Now, when it comes to Lego, and I've been an AFOL for 9 years, and I have had one singular day one set that I had to have. Sesame Street.
What was it?
Sesame Street.
Oh,
everything and anything else I could have waited on and did wait on and don't care, or I can build it out of something else or whatever. But as far as the Lego is concerned, that's the number one, day one. I had to have it. And,
Is that Kirk Wilson raking glass?
That's not me. Hey, I don't know what happened that Quarantine Cast episode. I seriously I think I was just too in on like all the shenanigans that day, so I literally kept forgetting to mute my microphone. I
Is
normally
that
do
Madeline
I'm
raking
sorry.
glass?
I'm sorry. I'm working on a mech right now. It's my elephant mech. So I'm sorry. I forgot that I unmuted myself. Let me do it again really quick. Let me get it on my system.
Yeah, watch out for
Okay,
Brian. He's out for
Oh, well, okay then. Hey, Brian, since Brick and Mad decided to avoid the question and answer part of the show, which this episode is formed around, and she just muted herself, telling me that she's out of the conversation. Oh, she's back. There she is. All right. So, hey, Madeline, have you ever encountered first-itis, or do you suffer from first-itis?
I don't need it. I mean, I want it eventually, but I don't think. Yes, okay.
I'm calling bullshit
Call
on
me
you.
out. Okay,
I'm
yeah.
calling
Okay.
bullshit on you.
Okay,
You
okay.
absolutely
Here.
need it.
Absolutely
The
had a
police-
first-itis with the police station. There
Police
you go.
station. I knew it.
And there was a TikTok where I was literally crying because the internet for Lego wasn't working that day at midnight, and then I missed out, and then I was like bitching about not getting the
You
set
couldn't
for
get
a
to
really
that
long
police
time.
station fast enough.
Well, hold on. That's for the content. That's different. I am.
No.
She personally wanted it.
No, I
Oh.
personally wanted it.
You
It wasn't
couldn't
for
do
the
without it.
content. I wasn't.
Oh,
I'm not one of those people who's like, oh my god, look at what I got. Release date. Like I'm
You
not
mean the
that.
old face?
wait, didn't I just watch a TikTok of you like talking about that haul? Like, hey, look what I got at the. That's the
Okay, that's different. I'm trying to advocate for used Lego hauls. Come on.
You are.
Good
No,
for-
no, no.
good
You
for
are.
you.
Yeah,
Good
because
for
I'm
you.
I'm so tired of seeing TikTok, YouTube videos of people who are like, "Here's my rant." Let me step up on the pedestal real
All right,
quick.
one second. Let me just
Yeah,
turn
I'll
this
boost you
in
up.
there.
You can stand on my back, buddy. It's fine. I know where you're
Oh,
going.
yeah, there we are, Madeline.
Yeah,
You're right.
get him, girl.
The rant is I'm so tired of seeing the same videos of people being like, "Oh, I just spent $2,000 at the Lego store," and it's the same content over and over. Oh, let me build this brand new set that came out yesterday, and you're going to be original like all the 1,000 other people who are doing the same thing.
That's what
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm not about that. I think
Good for
I think those kinds of people are unimaginative. They don't think
There you
outside the box, you know?
Now they're building instructions with, or they're building Lego with instructions and are not mocking. So with that being said, you're going to get carbon copies just like Lego sets. However, I do respect what you're saying and completely agree with you. It's boring as shit.
Right. So it's like, you know, I respect Django Bricks. I think he does a really great job on reviewing.
Did you just call him Django?
He did.
Django brick.
Brian, don't you have a close working
Django
relationship with
Unchained.
Django Bricks?
Oh my God, murder me. Okay.
No,
Django
it's fine. I
Unchained.
love it. I'm going to call him Django Bricks from now on.
Jane Bricks?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Django Bricks. He does a really good job reviewing new sets, and I appreciate that. What I don't like is when people get the new set and they're like, ha ha ha, like, and they don't give any content other than a speed build.
Yeah, like Beyond the Brick, and when I say that, I'm talking about these boys and and Django. Those, like, if I really want to know about the set, or if I'm really excited about the set, that's where I'm turning to. Because Brian in his Sesame Street, oh my God, my nipples got hard.
I'm glad somebody's nipples got hard.
Yeah, I mean, right? I love that set. What are you kidding me?
That's the desired effect. When I was counting down the 1, 2, 3 and ABCs, I'm like, man, I really hope someone's nipples get just like that. That's what I was hoping for.
All day.
Good.
Oh man.
Kurt, you're here voluntarily. Remember that.
All right, so Brian, what about you? Have you encountered the first-itis? Have you experienced the first? You have experienced the first-itis. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, okay. Well, so I have found myself in two very unique circumstances when it comes to new Lego releases. The first one being the employee of a Lego store, where you have a discount very easily accessible to you all the time as a 19-year-old with not much else to spend your money on. You want everything. And obviously so, when you're a fan of Lego for so long and you want to spend your money and your threshold for what you want and the hype of the people in the store talking about the building techniques and the blah, 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 you get caught up in it. And a lot of it is really cool stuff. And I don't regret a lot of the purchases that I made over my time. And the second half of that is now in the position that I'm at with Beyond the Brick, where I get a lot of this stuff like early that I would really want, ergo Mario. So I didn't have to go out day one and buy it because I already had it. So like, I don't need to buy it, right? Nothing that has come out recently I have been over the moon and very excited about and needing to get on day one, but I definitely get caught up in, oh, this is new and people really like it, but then it simmers down. And yeah, so it hasn't happened recently. That's Jeff's attempt at being funny. That's what you expect here. So
I'll take that off now.
no, you don't. That's fine.
Hey, dude, Jude.
Hey, dude, Jude, what's going on, man? All right, so Kirk, I'm gonna put you on the big screen. You got to entertain people. Hey, what about you, Kirk, and first-itis? Like you just got into like the action figure craze because you took a sample, you took a dip, you bought 2 figures, and now you and I talk every once in a while, and you're like, oh man, I saw this figure, and so go ahead.
So the thing with that, I've only bought one. That one is sitting up here, which is the
Is it an action figure or a doll?
No, it's the action figure. The Peter Parker from the 90s animated series. Lines from Marvel Legends. What happened?
Nothing.
Okay. So I got that one. And then every so often, like Jeff said, I do look online and I see one and I'm like, maybe I want to pick that up. I haven't done it yet. I just slowly keep adding stuff to my cart and, just adding stuff like to screenshots of like ones that I'm eyeing. This morning, even I was actually on GameStop and looking and I saw it had like some for $5, some random ones. None that really interest me too much. I'm the type of person that's like, before I buy something, so like, I don't really think I have too much of a first-itis. Like before I buy something, I'm like, okay, do I really need this? And also, what else could I get at the same time that I'm going to end up putting this money towards that one thing? So, like, same thing with sets. Like, it's kind of not really weird for me, but for me, I'm like, I think more before I end up buying. I think that's, like, my thing.
Yeah.
So, like, if I see a set, like, I don't immediately go out and buy it to just, like, say, okay, I have it first. I'm part of, like, the day one craze. Like, I get it also because, like, you don't want to risk the set going out of stock, which has happened a lot with certain sets. What's wrong?
Just looking to see what Maddie's doing.
Oh, which it has happened a lot with, like, certain sets where it goes out of stock and you're like, okay, well, can't get it now. Like, I remember when, the Stranger Things set came out, and I wanted that for some time. But at the same time, I was like, okay, but there's other stuff I got to do. Let me just wait. I knew immediately that it was going to be a popular set, but recently I was like, okay, it's time to go ahead and buy it. Eventually, it's going to, end up retiring at some point, and then that's going to go skyrocket on the aftermarket because of the type of set that it is. It's one thing. They're not really doing much else with it. But that's really my, I guess, scenario when it comes to purchasing stuff. I don't really.
All right. So going off the piggyback of your Stranger Things that you do, that you have, I also know that you have a partnership with minifigure.co UK or whatever the hell it is with the Matchboxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they made a lot of custom Stranger Things figures without calling it Stranger Things figures. They called it whatever, Did you cash in on that when you got the Stranger Things set? Like, was that part of the reason that you wanted to get it the first day was because you had those, bonus characters? Like, what's his name in the work outfit? What's her name in the work outfit? Other characters?
No. So when I started with minifigs.me, this was a bit after the set had released. So I didn't, at the time, I had watched Stranger Things and everything. I love the show. But I wasn't
Well,
White.
you like something from the 80s?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, what a shocker. I know.
Right?
It's more like,
That's not on brand at all for you.
what? That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't.
Yeah, no.
I'm totally shocked by this.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I didn't pick up those figures. I still have it. The only one that I have is their Hopper. But that was for like a mixed review when I was starting to do work with them. Just to,
Hopper
like,
from Ants?
no, Hopper from Stranger Things.
I knew what you're
season
talking
3 of
about.
it. Yeah.
Kurt, I am trolling you this entire time.
Hopper
It's nothing
does
but
not-
trolling. That's it.
No, I'm aware. I just want to clear it up for anyone else in
The,
chat.
hop-
Remember,
the
you're
hopper
here
that we
on-
got is the Magnum PI hopper, right? Or is that?
No.
Why are you laughing at the Magnum PI hopper joke? That's what he looks like.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that one with the Hawaiian shirt. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Fashion.
But yeah, I should probably get one of those shirts one day and just wear it on quarantine.
When I wear a button-down shirt, it's Hawaiian.
Yeah,
I should.
I'm serious. I am serious. You're not going to catch me in a regular shirt. No.
Ryan's a fan of Hawaiian shirts. He's worn them before.
He
There's
has
nothing wrong. They're gorgeous.
They're nice.
Brian, you need to make a Hawaiian shirt with your brand all over it.
Hey,
That would be sick.
I already have so much in the works, Julian.
Oh, shut up and do it too.
hey,
I
Greg's
know.
here.
Hey.
Yeah, cultural reappropriation, huh?
What?
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 Oh, oh, I didn't realize that Greg just popped in. I'm saying cultural reappropriation for Hawaiian shirts.
Well, what am I supposed to call them now?
I mean,
What?
I'm so
Samoan shirts.
So
Samoan shirts.
I'm from
Samoan
Boston.
shirts. I like that. I'm dead. Yep. That's it.
Okay,
Peloponnesian.
Yeah.
I'm
Your
sort of.
choice.
Yep.
Filipino shirts. Will that work?
No.
I think it will.
You're off a few thousand miles.
I'll take it. What do you know? You're in Canada.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So don't go wearing those Molson shirts or whatever.
Plus, you might have to fight a moose.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Greg,
It's Greg,
we're
everybody.
talking about first-itis, like when like new X comes out in our hobby, and we're like, we have to get this, and then the first thing we do is we show it off because we're dickheads, or somebody else does, or whatever else. Have you ever encountered that before? Hey, Zebrix.
Only all the time.
Only all the time?
Yeah. Like, for instance, today was Hasbro's fest, right?
Yeah.
So it's like someone has a starter's pistol. So it's like bang, first to get in your orders, first to get it in hand, first to get the pictures out. If you're a reviewer, first to get the reviewers. So it's like, yeah, it's the whole thing's a race because it's first to the trough gets the most response.
But like, have you ever felt it like personally? Like,
Yeah. Like
Well,
whenever I do the stuff for Mythic Legions or whatever, right? When the thing drops, it's among the Mythic Legions people and among the toy photography people, it's who uses it best. In a Lego perspective, if there's a new part, a new canopy, say, that comes out, right? Particularly back in the old days, like when you're having a transition from, parts that had been on the palette for like 10, 15 years. Then suddenly all these new Star Wars parts and all this stuff starts coming out. It was a hot race to see who could use it best first. So totally. Now I've gotten away from that because, I'm old. I go with the gray now, but I mean, if you look on, like, I find it now even too, the kids still sometimes do it. If you look on some of the more, active streams or whatever, NPU you see all the time still. So yeah.
So, speaking of which, so you mentioned toy photography, and we had Kirk on here last 2 weeks ago. Kirk.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. But Kirk was on here telling us about edit videos and things like that, because I do like his video style and everything else, and I wanted to talk to you a bit more in depth about toy photography, how you got started, where you got started, and where do you get the ideas that you use when you take, pictures of your of your figures, because obviously it's whatever. So you go for it. You have the floor, sir.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, actually, with Lego is where it started. Because back in the day, like, again, I'm gonna sound like the old man in the room. That's probably because I am. But
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
No,
I think I got you. I think I'm a little bit like
No, you got me in miles, not in years.
At least you respect the miles. Thank you.
But yeah, because back in the day, like, I mean, when I first got into it on early brick shelf lugnet days and stuff, I think I mentioned this in the other stream the other day, is that I was taking photos, getting them developed, and then scanning them in. So this is pre-digital camera, which
Nice.
Yeah. But then when digital, took off and stuff, at first it was great because everyone was just doing a million shots, and you could see how something's built, and again how something is uniquely built. But then it didn't take long, maybe a year or two, between that and presentation started to slowly eclipse quality of build, right? Until they were basically on equal footing. And then all the brick focused sites started to come out, like, Brothers Brick and Bricks to Bothans, all that kind of stuff, right? And then for you to actually, initially you had to be invited to post on those things. But then when they started to actually do more, for you to have your stuff featured, it really had to be presented well, usually just a white backdrop, similar to what they do now. But then it started to be kicked up with full Photoshop. So, you see a lot of my stuff, Gideon stuff, all the stuff. It's in space, big contrails behind it and all that. So that's what started for me, the whole toy photography thing, is that it was a way to better put your builds out in a context in which you envision them.
So when you're doing those photos of, like, 1 second, I'm gonna pull up your Instagram real quick. I'm really unprofessional and did not have this pulled up already. So I'm gonna show you some of Greg's work and why I wanted to talk to him about it, because it's not all Lego with Greg.
He does all right for
I'm
himself.
kind of like okay with that. Like, our circle revolves around Lego, but there's also other aspects of the hobby that, like, I'm finding out that Greg's a fan of. I'm trying to get Kirk addicted to the plastic action figures as well. So just give me 1 second.
By the way,
problem is too many additions. But
so, like, this is some of Greg's work where, like, that's done with a monitor behind him, behind the figure, and then just some piles of, like, fake rock that he's standing on, right, Greg, and stuff like that.
Yeah, more or less. It's like a aquarium stuff. And within there's a few more sort of like dramatic examples of it. Not that, but
like
yeah, that's a dial that I just sort of finished, and that was just quick with my phone. But I hope.
Oh yeah, I just had to get it. Well, okay, I can't even take a picture. I can't even take a straight picture with my phone.
I was bored, so I might as well, I guess.
I just threw that together.
But that's like one of my favoriteest. That's one of my favorite things you've done recently, as far as the work goes, and like the detail and just the shot in general and the angle is really neat. And like, I always thought that you had just like a picture, like a photograph, like behind it. But when you showed how you do these things, like, I'm gonna try to find the picture that it blew my little brain, because I was like, what? And the way that you did it, I never thought of doing it before, because we always see people with like a physical diorama, as opposed to like what you do, which is where there's the screen behind it. And I'm just going to be lazy and find the picture.
Yeah.
So 1 second.
You do you. We're good. It's got to be the polar bear.
But it's just neat the way you do it. Like, this is your setup. Like,
yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah. I really saw that.
Yeah. And now, mind you, there are a few of those that are actually done with some vinyl prints that I got a while back, like that one with the Mohawk dwarf and stuff. And then there's a couple more where I'll have something that suits it, and I'll use it. But I'd say probably about 80% is with the LCD panel back behind it.
Nice.
So on the printouts, did you get those made by someone, or did you just find the picture and then take it to like a Klinkos or something and be like, I need high res photos of these ASAP?
No, there's a whole load of stuff you can order on Amazon. They're basically just printouts on like this rubber vinyl. And they're cheap. They're like, $10-15. And they're about like 2 by 2.5. So they're really large. It takes them about about 3 months to get here because they're all on a slow boat. But yeah, they're really good. Because that one that with the pillars, that one's an actual physical photo, and it's one of those. The only issue with the digital background, and a lot of other like photographers who are like awesome, like so much better. If anyone's ever interested, a guy named Trevor Williams, his name is his professional name is 1-6 Shooter. I can't possibly in words tell you how good his stuff is. But he's been said before that with the digital background, it's great in some ways because it generates light. So it does a little bit of that lifting for you. You don't have to worry about lighting up as much as the scene. Unfortunately, the downside is sometimes it generates light. So if you're looking to do a dark, moody scene, it has to kick out some light because that's how TVs work, right? So you're fighting that at the same time because then you're trying to balance your forelight against the backlight. So it's versatile, it's helpful in some ways, and other times you're fighting it. It's like that one that you sent me, Jeff. Again, if you're too close to it, you'll see the pixels. If you're too far from it, then it'll just be a blob. So that
was definitely I think I know what I'm doing. I want to give this a shot. And then when the shot was done, it looked like crap. And then I went through my filters and found like a cartoon mode. And I was like, okay, this will work because it'll still condone the same thing that I want to do. And I thought it came out better. But yeah, it's a learning process, man. Like
totally. I mean, there's a scale of sort of like, say that guy was talking about Trevor being a 10 and, knowing raw, like from being a 0, like I would honestly put myself at about a 2 at this point.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like if you see the guys I do the collaborations with weekly, 30 photographers, man, I feel like I'm lingering down in the basement. Like I'm not even close to there yet. Like these people are amazing.
That's so nuts though, because your work is so good. Okay, I'm done kissing ass. So, so we also showed, except for Brian, because I didn't ask Brian, but I will after this. We all showed like fun pickups that we got this week. Did you get anything fun, like Lego or toy wise or otherwise or whatever?
Oh, dude, too much.
Oh,
good. It's not. There's no Lego stuff. Oh my god, just a second.
That's okay.
Full. Hang on.
We like Lego and other things as well. Brian, did you get anything fun this week?
Got something fun. Well, I got the Monkey Kid, the spider, at the Lego store with the full intentions of building another quarantine cast, and because of the shenanigans with Jang, I didn't do it. So I'm thinking that's gonna get returned or whatever, and so I can get double points on that or whatever else. I did today while watching Kevin's Doodle stream rebuild this space shuttle from 2010, which is a gem that people are very much so interested in. So this is my original copy from when I was a young teenager. So
awesome.
Oh wow.
Most of the pieces are there. The tail, not so much on there, but nothing that is impossible to bricklink. So will I? Maybe.
Tail's messed up. At all, so
yeah, there's a couple of other pieces there. That nothing crazy though, so that's good.
That's nice.
Awesome. So as soon as Greg shows us his fun stuff that he got, I'm gonna issue the challenge of the week for the 3 folks that are usually here. And if you guys want to participate, that'd be great. But if you don't have to. So not a big deal. So Greg, what fun stuff did you get?
Well, one thing you flipped by there was a Death Dealer cheapy Monstar figure, which I ripped the head off and the weapons and put him with the Vitruvian hacks thing to make a custom Death Dealer, which turned out
I saw
fairly
that.
well.
That was cool. I liked seeing the process of how you painted the helmet and everything. That was neat.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I mean that's as a artist myself and or a fledgling artist, whatever, and that Frazetta is the king. Like I love that guy. So it's great to get some official product from him. So I've got 2 now, and I'm just waiting on the Mezco, and then trying to figure out which organ I want to sell to help pay for it. So.
I praise from my sister, Greg. So there you go.
That and this came in just the re-release.
Nice.
Brainstorm. So and yeah, I mean, I want to take this out of the package, but I really don't because, man, I'm like 9 years old whenever I see that thing.
Well, I mean, action figures
So
are played with.
Yeah, I know, but it's just so pretty. But that and a whole whack of hacks, all from the fantasy line, like Dragon Prince, the Spartan, the King,
cool.
Orc Mage, Fury Orc, Felonious Monk, which I think is a hilarious name, but yeah. So that and on a Lego side, I'm working on sort of like a larger scene in that. So I needed a few more of these guys, parts for them, which is I've done a couple shots with these guys, but I wanted a lot more, and they're basically just the Harry Potter. I can't remember what these things are called, but they're like the Nightmare Horse from the Fantastic Beasts thing.
I can't even remember now either.
Yeah.
What the dead horse is called?
I think it's like a Thestral or something like that.
Thestral.
Yes. That. And a bunch of like the old, I can't remember what series, maybe Knight's Kingdom?
Yeah.
Dudes. And so, yeah, I got a whole bunch of these guys together, maybe about like
ball. Will you give me a beer?
20 of the horses or whatever, and maybe I think about like 15 of the figs. So they're going to be like a dark army kind of thing. So yeah,
that's awesome, man. You don't see a lot of fantasy like Lego sets. You see a lot of like medieval, which is totally not the same, but you don't see a lot of fantasy, and that's
yeah. I'm hoping to sort of fill that niche a little bit. So yeah,
there you go.
Oh, awesome! That's so great.
Yeah.
Kevin stuff, I assume.
Huh?
Kevin stuff, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's the tons of fun, boys.
Tons of fun. We got Julian and Jeff as Mario Brothers. Anyway, so that's awesome. And Greg, have you seen the Joy Toys? The 3/4. Those things are awesome, and they're damn expensive, but they're great. Yeah,
they really are. I mean, it's one of the guys I do the collabs with. He organizes like 4 or 5 of them, and one of them is that scale just for Joy Toy. And it's the stuff that they produce, like the detail of those figures at that scale.
What are we talking about here? I don't know anything about a Joy Toy, and neither does my partner.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Well, they're not what you think it is.
I'll show you.
Oh boy!
They don't come with batteries, and
I don't care where you stick it. I bet it'll be joyful.
Oh boy!
This is.
Right. I know this is not.
You can't do this on Chris's stream.
No.
I know this is not normal Lego stuff for us, but I do have other hobbies, and I think we can appreciate what goes into those other hobbies. Is just hobbyists, so whatever. So this is a Joy Toy. And I didn't mean to pick the lady figure, but
yeah, you did.
They're a highly detailed figures that are like, well, there it is, like highly detailed 4-inch tall figures.
Now, who put this out? Is it a specific company?
It's like it started as a Kickstarter order, and then they just kind of grew it out from there.
Yeah.
I mean, because like I don't know, I haven't done the figs since Spawn the movie and McFarlane did those.
Oh,
That was the last time I did anything.
Okay.
I can't.
They're pretty
I don't want to
awesome,
go
though.
down that slippery slope, huh?
They're pretty awesome. Like I'm surprised Greg hasn't lost all of his money yet on the Warhammer-ish characters.
Well, so basically, Julian needs like this then.
That movie's fine. Well, no, I just got the little 8-inch action figures. That one looks way sexier. I had them all in the on card, the whole set, and I got rid of them. I don't want to talk about it. I found Jesus.
They're quite expensive now.
Yeah, I really screwed up. I should have just put them back in the box.
Yep, I'm surprised Greg hasn't bought these yet. In all
Those are
honesty,
cool.
I saw those and I was like, wait a minute.
To tell you the truth, man, like I mean, just I work in tourism, and we're in a pandemic, so yeah, such purchases are they need to be rationed.
It's pretty cool what they're doing these days with figures and everything else, and like, even the McFarlane like $20 DC figures are pretty much well worth it in my opinion as far as everything goes. Like,
yeah, I mean, like some of the great like this. I'm just trying to figure out how to use this weekend. I've been waiting to photograph the original Raiden from Mortal Kombat for a while, but yeah, because I mean these, man, like for $20. The detail that's in that is crazy.
So, Greg, would you ever like cross pollinate and get somebody from Street Fighter to fight Raiden in a picture? I think that would be fun.
Oh yeah,
that would be fun for me. I can't answer anybody else.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, I mean, that's half the fun too. Is when you mix in lines, like like you mix in like the like I don't know how many of my stuff. If you look closely, there's Lego in it.
Nice.
So there's like a Destro that's in my thing, and he's got the computer. He's at his desk. The glows in his face. All Lego.
Love it.
that's awesome.
That's the dream right there.
Yeah,
I like that.
All right, so Kirk and Greg, do you guys want to participate in our little build challenge that we're gonna try to get done by next Friday?
sure.
What is it for?
Fun?
No, I get that, Jeff. I mean, like, what you gotta explain it to me because it depends on what it is.
Well, I gotta explain what the build challenge is first.
That's why I was asking.
No. Here's what you do: you agree blindly, and then don't do it. That's.
Well, I don't want to say yes to something
until I don't
can't
want to do it anymore, and then it's done.
I don't want to say yes to something and then I can't do it. That's why I'm like, okay, wait, what is it?
No. Say yes, because it's easier to get forgiveness than it is permission. Wait, that's wrong.
I'm ready.
All right. You ready? All right. So this is an aesthetic that we're not used to building in, any of us, because we're all city or superheroes or whatever else. But I want to see cyberpunk from some of us, like a cyberpunk car. Like that's it.
A cyberpunk car? Oh god.
Greg, I can't do a car, but I can do cyberpunk.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll try my best. Because look at how terrible this mech turned out, and I even used a mech body. That's horrible. I stole the body and I took it apart.
On backwards?
I don't know. I kind of like it.
I didn't know how to make the legs, so I made them look like this. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go like this. And I used the dots pieces. Yeah, they're a little stubby. And if you open up his little heart where Captain America would have gone, there is a flower.
Oh,
there it is.
It needs a tail.
Oh no, we're good.
It needs piles of dung behind it.
And he works as a lifeguard from 1995. So he's good to go.
That's perfect.
Repurposed.
So Kurt, are you down or no?
You better be.
Look how sturdy he looks.
I really want to
Seems
say
very
yes. Here's the
non-committal.
thing, and Jeff knows this. Jeff, you should know this because every single time I'm like, okay, I want to do something sci-fi or I want to do something cyberpunk, and then I never get around to doing it. I never get around to
Excuses.
doing
I
it.
can't deal with you right now. You need
Well,
to
now's
go
your
ahead and say
chance.
yes.
Now's your chance. Now's the pressure.
Right.
Pressure is
Now's
on you.
the
Wanting
time.
to do
You
it.
don't have a job. You've got like one commitment on a Tuesday.
Well, I got other stuff I have to do
I
around
got
my
3
house.
kids, Kurt. What are you doing?
Fine. Okay. You know what? Yes, I'll say yes, and I will make that my thing. Starting. Well, I can't. I still have to finish this other thing.
No.
Wait,
you can
could
do
that-
both.
No.
Why
You gotta do two things at once, Kirk.
why
Two
can't
things
you
at
do?
once.
Yeah, why can't you do?
Oh no.
Kirk, what's gonna
man.
happen when you meet that special lady and you're only
No.
doing the one thing, but she wants the second thing, and you go 2 things at once?
That's not how this works.
Also, Kirk, you never go.
And of
ask
course,
him
he's
out, by the
talking
way.
about
Just
driving
letting
and
you know
reading the
now.
map.
You never go
You
ask
just
him
asked him out.
even in the heat of the moment.
I'll participate. It sounds like a fun idea. I think I
Okay.
can.
It'll get rid of your
I'll-
STD. Don't worry.
Greg, are you down?
Yeah, man.
All right.
What kind of size? Just like car size or
Let's
big
go
scale,
let's
that kind of
do
thing?
minifigure scale. How's that?
all right.
I know
All
what
right.
I'm doing. So there.
Armed or no? Or is it dealer's choice?
You do whatever you want. We want
Shoot.
guns. It's got guns. I don't care.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
all right, yeah, I
Violence
can
is
I
always
can do it.
fun.
Wait, so it has to be a car, or can it be
It's got to be
Just-
a vehicle of some sort.
vehicle of some sort? Okay, all right, I can work on something.
I'm not going to let you cheap out, Kirk, and build a vignette. You're too good at those.
but-
So
He's gonna build a
That is-
vignette and put a
that
toy
is-
car in it.
That is-
I'm going to build a vignette and then put a motorcycle in and like put some extra wires on it and be like, I did it.
That's true. Yeah, I'll work on the vehicle. That'll be a bit of a challenge. I haven't worked on a vehicle in a while.
I've never built a vehicle, so shut up.
You build a camper every week.
I mean, there's instructions.
Yeah, instruction.
Cyberpunk camper. That's
Well,
all. I'm saying.
you said it. I lost my mind. Yeah, that's the dream.
You could
I
make
love
that
it.
an awesome cyberpunk
Oh, that
camper.
would be great. It ain't gonna happen, but it'd be great.
No.
I guess I'm gonna have to go buy a Speed Champion set so I can just pull it apart and then rebuild it as a cyberpunk thing.
Why don't you just pull instructions off of the internet for that? Save yourself $20.
Hey, that's a great idea.
That's
I
what I'm here
didn't think
for.
of that.
Hey, I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but do that.
Okay, I'm gonna give away a space guy's trick here when it comes to building to designing anything, right? So take something normal, take like a camper or a station wagon, whatever it is, right? Let it sit there for a day. Take a look around your house. It doesn't matter what it is. Can be an iron, can be a blender, can be automatic mixer or whatever. And in your mind, combine those two shapes. And when you do that, you generally, your mind, your subconscious generally merges them in a way that works.
Thanks, Professor.
It sounds weird, but it actually does work. And
Interesting.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So next
Because-
Friday, we're all gonna we're gonna all be here again, and we're all gonna have our builds. We're gonna show off, and then I'll let the audience leave comments about who they think won, and then we'll mail you a poly bag or something. I don't know, but we'll go from there. Okay.
You can have a double of CMF. No, none of that. None of that. It's armyable. Shut up, Julian.
Well, good night, everybody.
Oh no. Okay.
What?
Well, I didn't secure the head-on very well, so it just kind of fell off.
Oh,
I thought you were trying to say
Well,
don't leave.
Give that Mac some head, and we'll good to go. Bye, everybody.